What's up, Rainy Bow TGIF? No lie. What's up, Ida? What's up, boss lady? What's going on? Well, look, you all, it is raining. It is thunderstorms here in San Antonio. So I know if it's like this, then this weather is going to go to the east. So you all be prepared and ready for this. I hope everyone is safe and secure with this inclement weather. But good morning, TGIF to all. Y'all, my title is No Friends. And of course, you know my saying, there are no friends on YouTube. We're all 1099. And if you do have a friend, you should let people know on YouTube because their whole job is to tear your friendship up. And if you want to test your friendship or relationship, put it on YouTube. And thank you, boss lady, for that sticker. I appreciate it. But let me say this, you all. I happened to be over down Deanna Irvin Lane because she was on and she popped up. So I'm like, well, let me see what Deanna's talking about. You know, she always gonna hate me, but I love you, boo. Mwah. Yeah. But anyway, but what she said, some of the stuff she said was true. Um, yeah, some of the stuff she said was true. But girl, you could have got American Home Warranty. I don't know why you're messing with a Shurion. Girl, that don't even sound right. Okay, girl, she was some happened, and the people trying to gank her out of her money. I'm like, girl, you paying all that money a month? Girl, you need to go American Home Warranty. Um, you need to do American Home Warranty. Okay, I'm gonna move on. But anyway, um, and she brought up D. Ramsey and these vacations and these trips. And you know, you all, I never get moved because people going on trips and all of this stuff. First of all, you don't know how they paying for the trip. You don't know if they're going in debt to pay for the trip. And that's the problem with us Americans. We are always looking at other people and what other people have and don't understand how they got it. Now, it's none of my business, number one. And how they got it, you don't know. So stop comparing yourself to people because you don't know how people get what they get. And that's the truth. I was watching a YouTube video about how people feel like they are not making it because they see people with things and they think because these people have things, then they're doing something wrong. So it was a story about a man who worked at a job, and this man had the same job, the same exact job as he had, the same exact pay. But this man was driving a BMW and all of this stuff and going on vacation, and he was like, "How is he doing this?" And we make the same amount. Well, what he didn't realize was the man was leasing the car, meaning that he had to be careful of the mileage and the upkeep of the car, and he had to get in leases to keep leasing. You know what I'm saying? And leasing means you never own the car; it just means that you pay on it monthly to ride the car. Period. And then for the vacation, he was financing his vacation. You know, go now, pay later type deal. So you don't know how people are getting things. You don't know how people, and the bottom line is who cares? That's the whole thing. The bottom line is you do what you can for yourself, and don't worry about other people. But she did bring that point up. And then she started talking about D. Ramsey and what D. Ramsey is going through. And y'all believe it or not, Deanna could have really went in on D. Ramsey. She really could have. She she really held back on D. Ramsey. And I know she can be a verbal assassin and she can be nasty. She got some nasty dispositions about herself. But I do think the lady have a heart and I do think she cares about folks. Because she could have really went in on D. Ramsey. And D. Ramsey was doing all kind of hocus pocus and spiritual baths and all of this stuff. And I met D. Ramsey, and D. Ramsey was very nice. She was very nice. She was really cool. But, there was a lot of things that people said and did and was bragging. And again, folk was going along with it because I truly believe, like Deanna Irvin said, that when she was on that, in that grassy area with them rock shades on, talking about something, you won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. And maybe she was doing that Coming to America dance. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with her? Why are you wearing glasses that you can't see out of? Maybe it disturbed me greatly. And let me say this, and I'm not trying to be funny, but if you got some spiritual discernment, you can detect low key distress. And Mama was low key distressed. Baby, when Mama started taking her mama in a Folgers can to the mountains, and her mama was with her in them trucks, girl, I'm like, man, she going through. She going through. She went to Vermont to a mountain, and her mama, she had a mama ashes with her, and she's talking about, I'm just taking mama because she ain't never seen the mountains. Well, mama ain't gonna see the mountains in that can. Girl, I'm like, something ain't right. I said, something ain't right. I said, touch Jesus, because someone right. And so I don't have to like you to agree with you. Hey, MB, something was really wrong. So Deanna Irvin now saying that D. Ramsey around there in a little shed, and she really, y'all, let me tell you something. And this is the title. It is no phrase on these YouTube channels. Let me tell you what people will do. People will pump you up and hype you up like you the flavor of the month. You hear me? They act like they really concerned about you, and they'll give you a shout out and all of this stuff. But you are a part of the show. You're really not their friend. And then when you go through hard time and tribulation, these people ain't nowhere to be found, and they keep on moving right along with their life, and they leaving you behind. And they will give you an honorable mention to keep up appearances, but in reality, they ain't feeling you like that. They ain't feeling you like that. And Dissecting 2.0, you may not like Deanna, and you may say she got crusty feet, whatever. But what she's saying is not wrong, because we sat here and saw people go up for folks, and now that they in need, nobody ain't going up for them. See, this is what y'all don't know how to separate. Baby, truth is truth. It is what it is. And folk have been saying this for the longest. I told you all, and let me tell y'all something. And this is not come against Club Chat Day, but people are liars, and people are deceivers, and folk are main right cultish. And I'm gonna say this. I told you all when we were in Atlanta that Club Chat was fighting harder than the people who were actually on the show. And we were like, damn, what's wrong with them? Everybody didn't get along. Now, Sean came up talking something, we don't do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And now everybody's coming out to say who didn't like who and all of this stuff. And because that's how you all do. I know y'all didn't like 5A. And for her to stay on that show was just your get back, because that's what the deal was. And you were trying to be a Carlos King. You and Ty lied to the whole group, saying that, this is to get resolution and stuff. And your whole show and the whole premise of that show was a lie, because you weren't trying to bring people back together. You were trying to be the Carlos King. You were trying to be the puppet master, and it did not work. It did not work. You tried it. You tried it, but it did not work, because people saw like, wait a minute. When are you going to resolve your issues? This is a bunch of mess. And let me tell you something. And I swear for Lord, I ain't jealous of nobody in this beef sector. You hear me? Not one nary person. But people have issues. People have never led anybody, and now it's almost like a cult leader, and this is what they do. And I just think it's really, really interesting. Now, Ride or Live, I'm going to tell you all this right now. We don't run no cult over here. You go to hell where you want to go. Nobody ain't telling you you got to put a glow behind your name or nothing behind your name. We don't do that. It's amazing how people want to be a part of something so bad that they will throw away all ethics to the wind and go. Let me tell you something. You better know who you are. Now, I'm glad MB was here. Is here. MB and I met on the cruise, and MB was in Florida. She came to Florida, and we met. MB and I ate breakfast. We came on YouTube to say, hey, we took a few pictures. Baby, it was about me and MB rather, having a good time. MB will tell you, I was trying to control the moment. MB came to my hometown. She got a tour. We went to dinner, lunch rather, and breakfast. MB had a chance to meet some of my family members. I didn't ask MB to do nothing stupid. I didn't ask MB to talk about nobody and throw shade at nobody. We didn't do none of that. We didn't do none of that. We had a great time. And can I say this? Even with the cruise situation, baby, at the end of the day, we had a great time. That's all that mattered. We were together. I think a couple of people never went on a cruise before. That was their entry level to the cruise. I chose Carnival because I knew it was going to be ratchet and fun. And that's what we was about, that ratchet and fun. And that's exactly what we did. I knew the assignment. See, the problem is you all are always trying to compare, some of you all, always trying to compare yourself to other people. Baby, do what you can do and enjoy what you do. Stop comparing yourself to these people. You don't know what people got to do to get what they got to get. And you may not want to do it. People trying to hang with a group and not bankrupt. People trying to hang out and go on trips and can't because they don't have no money. People taking out mortgages on homes. That's crazy. MB said we spent the entire day together. It was so fun. The last thing we were thinking about was that was the last thing we were thinking about. We didn't even talk about the beef sector. When MB and I hung out, we talked about her husband, what they were doing, what they were planning. And we had a great time. I ain't asking MB all her business. And no, no. We were on that cruise ship. When I tell you that Club Chat and Tracy was the last thing on our mind, because I did not come on that cruise for Sean or Tracy. I came on that cruise for the people who came on the cruise to see me. And a time we had. Baby, we was in that library cutting up. See, y'all don't understand. The library was not a place of containment. The library was a place of connection where we met. Everybody knows that when I wanted to come, I would go to the library. Come on, hang out. Rainbow was at that library. Let me tell you something. Sometimes Rainbow would sit in the library and just laugh and sit across from me while I would do my show. Child, the library was open for everybody. Ain't nobody hiding in no library. Baby, we had an awesome time. Baby, from the casino to the disco to the first meeting to finding out and having a little space about the get together and the connection, how everybody came to the sector, to the reception hour, baby, they had for us, where everybody was getting lit off them drinks. Ooh, Lemon would have liked that. Lemon and Dragon and everybody who drank. Ooh, they would have liked that. Because, baby, they had about 8 drinks that you could just drink. Oh, my God, that romper competition, we had a great time. And again, see, this is the problem. When you try to compare yourself to people, then you're going to run into problems. Stop comparing yourself to people and run your own race. Stop looking for people to make you whole and find out who you are. Stop trying to look for a group. The rider lives are a loose group. Baby, people come in and we do our thing. We ain't trying to hold people. We don't be having no secret meetings and all of this stuff. We ain't trying to pressure people to come here, there. If you can come, come. Let me tell you something. If you don't have no money, stay your ass home, because ain't nobody getting ready to be pulling out no money and no dimes and no. But now, let me say this. Now, that's the route to live. I can't say that for everybody else, group. I can't say that for everybody else, group. Because some people had issues financially in their group, and they needed a little help. See, y'all don't understand. A lot of people up here faking the front. Honey, they faking it. They don't got it like they say they got it. They don't say they don't got it like they say they got it. Let me tell you something. All I'm going to say is this. None of the rider lives that I know of had any financial issues. Baby, they came in. Nobody wasn't begging for no money. Nobody wasn't, nobody played. It was none of that. See, let me tell you something. You can talk about our little carnival cruise, and it was carnival. And I know what it was, baby. We could have went on Royal Caribbean. I know I've been on Royal Caribbean. I have been on Carnival. I have been on Celebrity and Norwegian. And I know what they give. And had we been on Royal Caribbean or had we been on or Norwegian cruise, it may have been a little sleepy. Baby, we know that the black people was going to be out of Miami down there at the Carnival. We knew it was going to be a little ratchet. That's why I said we're going to go. We're going to go to that. Child, we had a good time. Tracy had a good time. Everybody had a good time. Now, the other group, they act like they didn't have a good time, and they may not have had a good time. That ain't my problem. First of all, you don't follow people to be shady, and then you wind up not liking the trip. See, that's why I told somebody. I said, baby, nobody don't care about that. I said, nobody don't care about that. I mean, you showing up. What you gonna do? Nothing. You ain't gonna fight nobody, nothing. You did exactly what you was gonna do. Sit your ass up, eat, and look at that man. That married man. That's all you did. And what did your people do? Sat with you and looked at you eat, look at that married man. That's what your people did. Your people did not have fun. Your people was up there trying to get to our event. Baby, when that man hugged me, he was like Kunta Kinte getting free. I'm like, okay. Because it was almost like, we here, but you better not go over there. We here, but you better not talk to them. And it's like, you hurt yourself, boo. So again, I just think it was funny because I don't know what it was supposed to do. And then for the mere fact that you call all of those people, and the only one you could come up with worth having was Johnny Mac. And where are you with Johnny Mac today? Where are you with Johnny Mac today? See what I'm saying? This is why you got to know who you are. That's all. Well, Pastor, maybe SB and Conway Christian are happy. All these told me. Baby, if they happy, let them be happy. I don't care. That's what people interested in, honey. Whatever. Whatever, boo. But you know what? Jay Wilson don't care. And I'm bringing this up, you all, because now, this is why I say it's no friends on YouTube. And this is why I constantly do what I do without worrying about these other people. Because if you're worrying about people and all of this is the kind of mess you get trapped up into. And when you down and out, baby, these people don't give a damn about you. They will call your name out, and that's all you'll get. And I'm just being real on it. Even though, you said club chat. Oops, 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 oopsie daisy. I'm in club chat too. I'm in club chat too. Okay then. I forgot it was 2CC. Oh, okay. Anyway, I just think it's hilarious. I don't care about your trips. Child, I don't care about your trips. I don't care who you're going on the trip with. That don't have nothing to do with me. And again, insecure people worry about that stuff. Insecure people sit up there and talk about that. I'm just bringing out the point that people faking it till they make it, and then look where they are now. All of these trips, all of that stuff, doing this for these people, doing this for these people, all of that. You put in your sweat, tears to help these people, and these people won't even send you a cold glass of water, okay? And as Deanna Irvin said, you living in a she shed down there in New Mexico. Okay, and acting like you doing it and like you turning it. See, let me tell y'all something. These people don't care nothing about you when you don't got nothing. When you have everything, baby, these people want to be with you. They want to, but baby, you get broke or you get sick and you find out how quick these people will drop you like a hot potato. Ain't no friends. You are 1099. You are 1099. $10.99. And let me say something, Melissa. I didn't know about the trip. Don't care about the trip. They was going on trips for the longest. Let people go on trips. Don't have nothing to do with me. Child, Deanna Irvin said D. Ramsey over there in a tiny house. She said it's 22 by something. She said it's a box. She said she could walk 2 inches away and touch each wall. And they said that's what D. Ramsey living now, and all of this stuff. And at the end of the day, y'all, it's a mess. It's a mess. And let me say this: nobody ain't jealous, because that's the first thing people want to put up. But we see a cult, and we know a cult when we see it. And people don't understand that a cult doesn't have to be doing crazy stuff. A cult can be just by persuasion. Oh, you don't have enough money to go? Well, stay home then. Da 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 da. A cult could really be pushing people to do things they can't. Try, it gets deep, but a lot of people don't understand that. I don't really. You don't hear me talking about that lady, Fridge Nat, because again, that's not my concern. And let me say this too: whatever people say about the beef sector, that's what people say. Nobody don't care about. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Deanna Irvin said something that was important too. Like I said, I will tell you if I've been listening to you or not. I don't listen to Deanna all the time, but I happened to catch Deanna Irving this morning as I was getting my coffee. And she said, and again, she brought up the T.S. Madison and Kai situation. Um, and like I said, I was with T.S. Madison. Y'all know that. You know, I like T.S. Madison, and I thought T.S. Madison was done wrong by Kaya. I like both of them, but when it came to the breakup, I saw it with my own eyes what happened, and I'm like, no, that's not right. You don't treat people like that. But getting back to what she was saying, T.S. Madison, you got all of this going on. Why sit here and even argue with Kaya? Here you are in movie films doing all of this stuff. Why even argue with her? And she was right. Why argue with people? Y'all, I have made it a point that I am not going to argue with folks. People want you to go back and forth with them. Will not, won't, sorry, ain't going to do it. It's not worth it. It ain't worth it. You move on and let these people talk about you. I'm going to be honest. Deanna Irvin is funny. I don't care if she does have a disdain and a real distasteful dislike for me. Baby, that don't matter. I can see talent and I can spot talent. And that country drawl and that tinge of ratchetness is hilarious. And you can say she ain't funny all you want to. She's funny. She's funny. And she's funny, period. And I'm going to tell you, there are some people who are funny. If I had to have a comedy lineup with roast gags and all of that stuff, and I had to select somebody, oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely. Without a shadow of a doubt. Because she's funny. See, you got to realize that I don't have a problem giving honor where honor is due. I ain't no insecure person talking about stuff. I'm the best, though. And no, she funny, period. Now, I haven't even followed the Kaya Madison thing because I'm done. I'm done with it. That's the old season. I'm done with it. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know. Somebody said some chicken nuggets in 2000. I don't know. I haven't been following it, so I don't know. Um, let's move on. Let's move on. Let me move on. Y'all, dragons. Y'all pray for dragons. Pray for dragons. Pray for dragons. Pray for dragons. I see some things in the spirit with dragons. And yesterday, it was some things that happened. I didn't say anything until the end. I gave my thoughts about the whole situation in the end. But pray for dragons. Because, see, dragons don't be seeing the big picture. Dragons only see short term. She don't look at long term. She don't look at people's angles and why they doing what they doing. She don't see that kind of stuff. And I'm noticing that with a lot of bisected people, they don't see stuff. They don't see spirit. You know, and it's a deeper spiritual thing. So Dragons came on and she talked about the phone and all of that stuff. Now to me, it was low T dry big. I ain't gonna lie. It was low T dry big. She didn't come and ask y'all. I'm just giving my opinion. I love some dragons. Dragons is always welcome over here. But I'm going to tell you how I saw it. See, I let people get up and say what they want to say. And you know, but I'm going to tell you how I think it. Okay? I'm going to tell you how I think it. Okay? First of all, it was some low T dry and the thing that takes you off the dry bag is that her mama and sister gonna do it. But see, that makes it real deep because we don't want your mama and sister to have to bear the burden. So maybe we can help you at the beginning. See, that's the intent for me. That's what, baby. Okay. And then to make sure, because I'm asking for phones all the time. I'm always asking for a phone or bicycle. You need a bicycle phone. Every 5 months, it's a phone or bicycle. But now, baby, the people that got in it and hacked her phone with codes and they pushing buttons and they hanging her up and all of this stuff. Now, girl, if that don't sound like conspiracy theories, okay, I'm like, really, girl? People all hacking your stuff like that. Okay. And so, I'm going along with it. I'm going along with it, boo. I'm like, ooh, Lord, they done hacked the phone. My God. And the baby mama, woo, girl. So, I'm going along with it. Because I'm like, girl, you sound crazy. It's Cat P right now. But hey, girl, it's entertainment. It's a good show. Olivia, Olivia, I was there with you. I was there with you in spirit, but I mean, I can't do nothing. I gotta let the people tell it like they want to tell it. I can't tell a lady truth. She gotta tell it. But honey, she was talking about people was hacking in the phone and hacking all of this stuff and hacking this and hacking that and here hack, there hack, everywhere hack. Oh, Mac Dragons had a phone, EIEIO, and on that phone she had some malware. EYEIO. Baby, she was going through the whole thing. I was sitting there, yes, mama. Ooh, my God, they heck did. Okay. So anyway, baby, we was going through that. And then she was talking about the lemon thing. And now she was saying a lot about lemon. And she said, alcohol brings you down, but other stuff brings you up. She was talking about that. And again, y'all, she going to be on Lemon's channel because, see, dragons want to fight. See, dragons got a fighting spirit. And she just can't sit in the cut. Because if Lemon says something really bad or she think Lemon done said something, she going to click on that link. Because she just can't stay away. See, that's Dragon's issue. And dragons want to tell it. She want to get in your face and let you know. Because y'all see how many times I had to say dragons hush or dragons be quiet. Because dragons got some issues too. She got some of them attention deficit issues where the children can't sit down in class. That's dragons right there. She can't sit down in class. She always got to be moving. She got to be moving, right? Okay. So anyway, here come Rex. Now, I know what Rex is. And Rex was pretty much on his best behavior since he's been on my channel. Rex is Rex. It sounds like Rex had a few drinks before he came on, and then Rex got mad. Let me tell you something. I knew it was gonna be an issue when I said that Rex and under new management sound alike, but they was giving that same match. Okay, they was giving that same match. Now, why does Rex sound 67 when he said he was 48? I'm like, what? Why you sound older than me? Huh? And then here Aries at that too. But anyway, baby, why was he gonna go in on Casper about the prices down at the grocery store? I'm like, excuse me, can we get back to the topic? Okay, baby, we talking about grocery store prices and eating chicken, stealing chicken. See, Dover, that's the person you need to be talking about stealing chicken. That's the person right there who you need to talk about stealing chicken. Because Rex admitted that he was eating them people chicken and ain't paying for it. See, Dover, you got the wrong person. Okay? I know he was going to go over to Lemon channel. Let me tell you something. Do you not know that I know people will go over to Lemon's channel and tell people what we said? Baby, I know these people work. I know how they operate. Baby, he was talking about macaroni. Like, Jesus. Okay, Jesus. It's bad enough we got dragons floating all around. Now we got Rex trying to save both of them in the pool drowning. Girl, you trying to figure out which one you gonna get first. Oh, Rex is 44, baby. I thought that man was 67 going on 75, how he was talking about. Anyway, but what got me was this. When I tell you Rex was giving me a pimp spirit, it seemed like the spirit of pimpdom hit my path. Baby, I felt that spirit of pimpdom all out on my channel. When Rex said, I got a plane ticket for you, you don't have to come right now, but I got a plane ticket. And Dragon's so dumb. She want that $100 so bad, girl. Now y'all know I love me some money, but you see, I wasn't really excited about taking Rex's money because it had a pimp spirit on it. It had a pimp spirit on it. It was giving me, come here, little girl, I got some candy for you spirit on it, and it didn't do me right. It didn't sit well in my spirit. It was giving me pimp spirit. It was giving me. It was just $100, niece, and oh my God, it was, baby, it was giving a lot. And then all of a sudden, something dropped in my spirit and said, when you go to prison, they tell you don't take nothing from nobody because it comes with a cost. It comes with a price, you know. And let me. I feel it. This is something that's new that dropped in my spirit. Okay. Predators like people who are desperate, are lonely, who are not a part of the crowd, or something that pushes them away. And at this particular point, even though Dragons is popular in the beef sector, she, because of her financial instability, it leaves her vulnerable. And predators love to prey on vulnerable people. And we've seen it happen even in the entertainment sector, where people are waitresses and they're nothing, and then somebody made them, they give them a contract, and now they're a star. You owe me. It's always a you owe me, or remember what I did for you. You owe me. And it's just like that in that prison system. You get them oodles and noodles and them Vienna sausages and them cheese crackers, baby. You gonna pay for that. Something so simple you gotta pay for if you can't repay it. And I see a lot of that stuff going on. And it really, when he started calling her chocolate ass, and I got a plane ticket for you, baby, them red flags went up real quickly. Dragons, you need to be careful. You taking money from people, and girl, you're gonna have to pay the piper one day. That's all I'm gonna say. You're gonna have to pay the piper one day. Girl, you can only use so much. And I don't have no problem with you, Dragons, but ma'am, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. That thing disturbed my spirit. And I ain't saying nothing. I'm just sitting there listening, and she all getting happy because she got $100 and all of this stuff. And I'm just stepping back, and I'm like, girl, this, mm-mm. And then he was very adamant about sending me some money, baby. I'm like, look, you don't have to send me nothing. I'm good. If you want to, that's your decision. I ain't asking for it because, baby, that threw up a red flag for me. It gave me pimp malicious. It gave me pimp spirit. It gave me, come over here, little children, I got some candy for you. It gave me Pennywise down in that sewer with that balloon. And then when Daddy started arguing about that macaroni and eating them chicken wings without paying for it, baby, that thing got my spirit. That thing got in my spirit right there. Oh Lord, not on YouTube. Oh Lord. Yeah. And let me say this, you all. This is why you need to invest in yourself. So you don't have to be beholden to people who have wrong intentions. Let me say this. Whether people gave to my wish list or not, I was still going to get that water heater. And I was still going to get that water softener. And hello, somebody. I was still going to get it. I'm just being real. And yeah, it's a lot going on. Y'all, I'm looking at these people and make the right decisions in life. Let me be very honest with you all. We don't make the right decisions all the time. It really makes me laugh when people say, "You think you better? You think you don't do no wrong?" No, never said that. Or I made some decisions that I wish I did not make, but for the most part, I thank God for the ones I did, and I thank God that the ones that I wish I didn't make didn't take me out or didn't get me put in jail. Thank you, Jesus, because my decisions that I wish I didn't make, they ain't felony worthy. They ain't even misdemeanor worthy. But maybe people have made some wrong decisions, and they were really big, and now they paying for them. Now, all I'm going to say is this: you all use emotional intelligence, and as I said in that scripture, be quick to listen, slow to anger, and slow to speak. That's some real stuff. That's something that I really try to live by daily because you need to see what's going on. You need to look at all angles. You need to look at the short term and the long term implications of things. We allowing people to have us pull up because somebody said pull up, and then somebody want to say that, oh, you weak. Child, that's only so you can get yourself in trouble. Y'all better use y'all brains. And see, this is why I don't get bothered and shaken by these people on YouTube. Because if you really look at some of these people's real lives, it's sad. I truly believe some of these people are really struggling and going through because they've made some really bad decisions. And their decisions have really, really, really been catastrophic for them. And this is why I say, you know what? I'm not going to go in real hard because maybe these people are already hurt. They're already hurt. You have had people who dealt with rejection and they don't know how to deal with it and they get angry. You've had people who folk ain't never said no to. It's sad. It's sad. And all you're seeing is childhood trauma play out on these YouTube streets. I'm just being real. And like I said, so I look at these people like I had to tell Rex on my channel. Let Sparkles be who Sparkles want to be. You stay in your lane. This is America. I pay my taxes, and if I want to wear a kilt on the weekend, that's my right. And whether you like it or not, it has nothing to do with you. And this is what I keep on telling Rex. Those are your problems. Don't you bring your problems to me. You keep your problems. And y'all learn how to let people keep their own problems. Don't bring your issues to me. You don't like gay people, then that's your issues. Don't bring it to me. Because A, I don't sleep with you. B, you don't pay my mortgage. You don't pay not one nary car payment. So we really don't have nothing to do with each other like that. Stop taking people's problems and making them yours. Ain't my problem. That's yours. So let people have their problems. That's why I'm not bothered by these people. And that's why I don't click on people's links. People are like, you don't ever come visit. No, I don't. Because I have my own. I do. That's why I can block Ness without impunity and live and don't miss her one day. Because what people want to do is they want to get on your link. And again, let me say this now. And I'm going to say this. This destiny swapping, it's real. It's real. It's real. It's real. It is very real. People will come on your platform and perform on your platform and perform on everybody's platform to bring people to their platform. They'll act a fool. They don't really like you. They don't really care for you. They just want to come and take space in your space. This is why I don't mind people coming over here, but what you not gonna do is take my platform over to make it your platform. And I think that's the form of the destiny swapping right there. When you allow people to come on your platform and control the whole narrative and control everything on your platform, that's the way the problem solved. Let me tell you something. I will drop you like a hot potato. I'm not going to fight with you. I'm not going to give you that kind of energy. I'm going to take you out. Period. Period. Oh, nope, bye. Nope, you're not going to do that on my channel because that's what people want to do. That's what their whole goal is. Everybody has an angle. Let me tell you, when I was on Nest platform, just to show, let me tell you, my whole angle on Nest platform going over there was to show my hat off because, baby, I thought my little ab in the hat was the thing. I'm going to go over there and show my little ab in the hat. Yes, I am. But, honey, her goal was to shame, and I wasn't going for it. And I cussed her out, Dory out, and Shakim out. And I said, Jay, don't go on people's platforms no more unless you know who they are. And like I said, when I went over to that other platform, I think it was Fazaro or somebody, it was somebody's platform. And I think Queen 88 came on my platform or something. But yeah, well, I was on somebody else's platform. When Queen 88 them started fighting, baby, it was time for me to leave. I ain't had nothing else to say. I went in that. I have learned that stuff that I'm not in, I learned how to depart. I don't stay in stuff that ain't mine. I don't try to buy the whole store. If I'm going to the store for milk, I'm not trying to go over there and get pork chops. Pork chops ain't on the list. I hope y'all getting this. Pork chops are not on the list. So it's time for me to drop down. That's all I'm saying. Dragons was draining. Baby, it took the Holy Spirit to keep me up there. And I like dragons. You know, I think dragons wants to be a good person, but dragons is fighting some things. I think dragons is fighting some things. And dragon, girl, everybody, dragons, you just got to be careful. Girl, you took that money, girl, and you ran with it. And I'm like, girl, it's stipulations with that money. You didn't hear that man telling you that he got a plane ticket for you, girl? What? You think y'all going to Disney World? You think you going to Epcot? I'm just trying to figure out. You didn't hear that, niece? Niece didn't hear that. Ooh, Jesus. And so, y'all, I'm being real. What's up, Rodney? Is Rodney in here? Is Rodney in here? Rodney, I want you to hear what that lady said. Rodney, now I'm not, look. I'm not your daddy. I'm not your uncle. I'm just being real. Rodney, baby, there's a bit of truth to what that lady was saying. Rodney, be careful. It seems like Lemon is having a lot of problems with the men. Y'all be careful. That's all I can say. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful, baby. Be careful. Because she was speaking a little truth. Dragons. Dragons was saying that Lemon really don't care for you. He tolerates, but he really don't. He used to, but she said that something went on. I don't know what went on, Rodney, but I'm telling you, let me tell you something, Rodney. And I'm going to tell you this from the heart. Now, I don't have a problem with you, but I wish you well. I don't wish your demise. I'm not jealous of you or jealous of what you have. But Rodney, everybody ain't like that. Everybody ain't your friend, Rodney. And I'm telling you, 1099, Rodney, because the people who are closest to you, baby, they will stab you in the back. Do you understand me? Rodney, you just be careful. Everybody calling people friends. Everybody ain't your friend. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Baby, y'all need to watch it. I'm seeing stuff play out now. I'm seeing things play out now. I think this striking and these competitions, it is shaking something out of people. It's really shaking let me tell you, things can lurk and hide, but when you shake it, because see, bed bugs don't come out. They hide. They know how to hide really well. But when you put when you put the heat to them, they got to come out. And a lot of people are getting the heat put to them now. And now the real character of who they are and what they stand for is actually coming out. And we're actually seeing it. And we're actually seeing it. That's all I'm saying. And I'm sitting back and watching. Let me say this, you all. This is why I don't get in arguments with people. This is why I let people say what they want to say. I don't really care. People want you to care. I don't. I'm going to do me. If I see something, I'm going to say it. It may not sit well with you. Let me say this. I don't hate dragons. But if you didn't think I didn't see what that man was doing, and I don't, and let me say this. This is not to have a feud with Rex, but baby, Rex was operating in the spirit of pimpdom. Baby, Rex was operating in pay now, I get it now, pay later. And I'm like, girl, you don't see that? You don't see this prison move? He done gave you some ramen noodles and some macaroni and cheese. And he gonna want his stuff back soon. Child. Mm-mm. And all you can see is $100. But you don't see what's behind the $100. Now Rex, now let me tell you what Rex escape was. Now, because Rex always have an escape. If you don't do what you're supposed to do with this money, that's between you and God. Ah, okay. Interesting. Okay. See, y'all, I be listening. I be listening. I know y'all be thinking, I be listening. Oh, I be listening. I be listening. I be listening. I be listening, honey. Oh, my God. And it was giving very pimpalicious. It was giving very pimpalicious. And let me say this, Rex, and you know dragons. Let me tell you something. Baby, dragons got licks, but Rex know how to deal with them licks. Seem like, anyway, ooh. It was giving me Ramada in, honey. It was giving me Ramada in. Ramada in, baby. It was giving me Ramada in. Girl, it was not giving me Super 8. It was not giving me Red Roof in. It was giving me Ramada in with the restaurant next to it. Okay? We gonna eat at the restaurant and then we gonna go on to the room. Cause at least the Ramada Inn got a restaurant. I'm gonna give you a little piece and you gonna give me some. So it ain't like you're doing it free. I'm gonna take you to the restaurant first, and then we gonna go on to the room. It's giving me Ramada Inn. It's giving me Ramada Inn. Baby, she was hustling all of us. But Rex took the bait. Girl, Rex took that bait. Child, she said, because my mama going to get the phone and all of this stuff because they hacking these droids. And like, yeah, your mama going to get the phone and your sister, okay, because you ain't asking for no money from us. Because your mama and sister gonna do it. Oh, okay. Praise the Lord. They hacking your phone. Girl, really? They got that high tech security. They got Chat GPT and learn how to do it. Okay. My God, today. Wow. Girl. And then she say, don't say their name. Don't say their name. Girl, please. Them people probably eating at the Red Lobster right now. They ain't probably thinking about you. Don't say their name, girl. She was acting like Cicely Tyson. I'm like, okay, Cicely Dragons Tyson. She was doing that, baby. She was doing that Cicely Tyson thing. Don't say their name. Don't say their name, girl. It's like, girl, bye. Okay. mm. Girl, look, let me tell you, I'm gonna let people say what they want. I'm gonna let people do what they want. Whatever, girl. If that's what you giving, that's what you giving. If that's what you giving, that's what you serving. Serve it up, boo. What's up, Jasmine? Serve it up. I'm right there with you, baby. Dragon. Everybody done hacked her phone. Tomorrow, I would have been unhacked her phone. I would have unhacked her phone, baby. Let me tell y'all something about me. I'm gonna let you say it. I ain't gonna stop you. Now, I was asking a lot of questions. I was asking a lot of questions because I need to ask the questions. But baby, let me tell you something. Yeah, her unlimited is like Castro and Tommy. She'll be back over there again. Ah, she'll be back over there again. Baby, I'm telling you. Let me tell you to the point where I look. I give suggestions and I leave it alone. I'm gonna let these people do what they want to do. Honey, these people crazy as cat pee. I'm gonna sit here and watch. I let Dragon say what she want to say, uninterrupted. I'm telling you. Yeah, these people got problems. 2.0. Let me tell you something. 2.0 has had everything handed to them, but they are so they're needy. They're entitled. They think people should give. Let me tell you what 2.0 is to me. 2.0 is that type of person who do a mediocre job on the job, think they are more than who they are, and then want to be promoted in 1 month. And then when you don't promote them, they get pissed off at you because they don't know that they're doing a mediocre job, but they're doing a great job in their mind. But they do a real mediocre job, and then they want to be promoted. That's what 2.0 is giving me. 2.0 is a reflection of the generation that they represent. Period. They see because Gen X. Let me tell y'all something about Gen X. Gen X had we were the group that dealt with people putting razor blades in candy, the pre-scandal. We are the latchkey kids where mama said, I'm going to go to work. I want this done, and that done, and don't let nobody in the house. But we're also generous, and Gen X does not follow organization, but they have an instinct to follow people that are good, but not organization. And so Gen X knows how, Gen X knows what it is to be counted out because we were X. We were the lost generation. We were the unknown because they didn't know how to deal with us. But Gen X, if it wasn't for Gen X, you wouldn't be on these computers or this cell phone because Gen X were the group that brought out innovation. We are old, but we ain't old school. We are old, but we're innovative because we brought the innovation that you all have now. So we're not stupid. We're not the baby boomers. See, that y'all got us mixed up with the baby boomers. Now we are not baby boomers. We are X. And don't get X mixed up, baby. X will mess you up. X is, let me tell you, Gen X is probably about the most sarcastic generation you can deal with. Baby, they see through bull crap and they call it out. Gen X. But baby, this Gen Z and these millennials, and baby, hey, they let me tell you, in Gen X, it was first, second, and third, baby. That was it. Gen Z and these millennials, everybody get a ribbon. Everybody didn't get no ribbon with Gen X. It was first, second, or third. And if you didn't place, you didn't get nothing. Hello? Hello? And Gen Z and these millennials, they like instant gratification. They don't like to work for nothing. They want it instantly. And see, when you get it instantly, it leaves instantly. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not saying that OGB sector wasn't innocent, but it's not all of OGB sector. See, let me tell you something. There were some outliers in the old beef sector. There were outliers because everybody wasn't doing this. There were outliers. So let me tell you who the outliers were. The outliers were people who could not roast and gag and who felt badly and they were hurt by the roast and gags. So since they were hurt by the roast and gags and they couldn't deliver a roast and gag, they would go and try to hurt somebody in their real life. See, those were the outliers. That was the exception, not the rule. But let me tell you something, B Sector 2.0. You all made it the rule. Let me tell you something. I truly blame subscribers for what we have because you all validated that mess. Y'all validated that mess. Y'all validated it. And then when it started happening to y'all, then it got deep. See, it's not important to you until it happens to you. And I said that Larry Nelson thing was the turning point. Do you hear me? I sounded the alarm. And like I said, even though me and Phi Babe don't see eye to eye, but Phi Babe even knew what was going on was wrong. So that's all I'm saying. Well, B Sector 2.0, I don't really give a damn what you say. I'm just telling you it was the exception, not the rule. And I am saying that some of the subscribers made it the rule instead of the exception because they sat and they embraced it. They thought it was entertainment until it happened to them. So I really don't care what you think. This is my truth. I was there. I was a content creator. It's easy when you're a subscriber to sit there and talk. But when you are actually a content creator and you got to go through the mess, it's a whole new difference. So you're seeing it through the perspective of a subscriber. I'm seeing it through the perspective of a content creator. So I am not discounting what you're saying, but you haven't been a content creator. So that's how I look at it. Period. Period. When it was on YouTube, it was good. When it got to the point where people couldn't roast and gag, and then they wanted to go ahead and do ugly things, that's when it took a whole new different tone. Well, that's good, and you don't have to. But all I'm saying, it is all good. But I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it. So, look, I ain't mad at nobody, but it's different coming from a content creator than a subscriber. That's all I'm going to say. And so now we have these millennials, and this is what they do. Did you hear how Rex came over? Did you hear how Rex came over? Did you hear how Rex came over? I thought it was very interesting. That was very telling. Y'all better start listening. Rex said he came over by way of who? Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. This is why I don't fight for folk. This is why I don't do all of this. Um, Rex is very homophobic, and I noticed that a lot of people who came over via certain people are homophobic. They were attacking the gays, and honey, people was getting their whole life when they was attacking the gays. But when people start attacking them, they wanted the whole beef sector to fight for them. I'm like, hell to the no. I'm gonna sit my ass right on back. That's why I don't fight for nobody. I don't ask nobody to fight for me. But I see how these people operate. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Absolutely not. Yep. hmm So anyway, y'all, I gotta go. But it was real. I appreciate y'all coming over here. hmm Dragons, be careful. You got the money, but at what cost? You got the money, but at what cost? Well, 2.0, you must have been here late because she wasn't the only one. But anyway, I'm not really concerned about who bring. I know who haven't brought people over. I'll say that. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Some of y'all have personal vendetta with these people. But anyway, it's all good. Well, it was real talking to y'all. Y'all be blessed. I'm sure some junk gonna pop off today. You won't break my soul. 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 Baby, I remember. Let me before I go, baby. I remember D. Ramsey, and I knew something was wrong. Honey, she had rock glasses on. So let me tell you. So these glasses had like rocks as the frame. Girl, I don't know if she thought she was turning it or not. And she was in some grassy area in front of the apartment. And honey, she was doing the Coming to America dance. And I'm like, what's wrong with her? Girl, and then she moved to Mexico. Girl, now Deanna Irvin says she in a she shed by Sheree. Does she got a bathroom? It takes Deanna Irvin to tell a story. I ain't even be catching up with that. I ain't even be looking at that lady. But baby, it goes to show you though, people with you when they think you got something, or people will use you, and then when you don't have nothing, they gone. They gone. They gone. Mm-mm. I don't do that. And the rider Liz will tell you that we don't have a top donor. We don't have a top donor over here. Because if you give, you give. We don't do that foolishness. We don't. We don't. When Wolverine and Manny had that giving war, ooh, that made some people mad, baby. Ooh, when Manny and Wolverine had that offering war, I call it the offering wars, the war of the offering. Ooh, Jesus. It was deep. People was mad about that, y'all. People was, ooh, they talked about that for weeks. Ooh, that thing was a blessing now. Ooh, they raised about $2,000. My God, today. And then Wolverine, I met Wolverine with April, and then he came to the cruise situation. Wolverine has been a very, very instrumental part of the success. He has blessed us financially, but they don't give him no pool over here. And what we said was thank you. We appreciate you. Child, y'all better stop. Anyway, let me move on from right there. I'm going to stop right there. Ain't that right, Vivian? Ain't that right? All right, y'all. Well, with that said, I'm moving on. Y'all have a good one. It's if I'm not going on a cruise because of that man. We, y'all, again, we went on our cruise because we knew we looked at all of the demographics, and most of the people never went on a cruise. We wanted a cruise that was affordable and fun. We were not looking because we could have went on um Virgin. We could have went on Virgin, but that's not what I wanted. So we went on a cruise because we wanted people who never been on there to be introduced to one. And I'm here to say that Melissa never been on a cruise, but baby, she books her cruises now. Yeah, I know. So my thing, come on. So my thing is, it was what it was, and we had a very successful cruise, and that's all I'm gonna say. So anyway, I wanted people to go. We weren't trying to impress nobody. We were just trying to meet up and have a good time on the ship. Child, let me tell you something. I am not trying to keep up with the Joneses. I keep up with what I can do. All right, with that said, y'all, I gotta go. Peace and love. Bye.